Nathan, funny old week really, hasn't it been? From your perspective, just tell us what it's been like and how you, as a group of players, gone through it all.
Yeah, I mean, it's a group of players that have been here for different amounts of times and had different connections to the gaffer. I mean, for the people that were here last year, it was a total roller coaster of emotions, and you have that sort of connection with him because you go through it with him. Unfortunately, football is the nature of the beast. Is we've got a task at hand, and we've just got to put that to one side for now and concentrate on securing the safety of this football club in League One. So, as a week, it's been a strange old week, but it is what it is, unfortunately, and we've got to concentrate on the weekend because that's the most important thing that there is to concentrate on now.
I suppose, like you just said there, the focus on these last 3 games now and making sure you're absolutely safe, that's got to come before everything else, really.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I say, everyone has different connections to the gaffer. Me and quite a few of the lads were here last year, and we have that sort of personal connection and gone through tough times with him. But like you say, the concentration is on Saturday, not even the next 3, it's the next one, and we need to secure 3 points and make sure that this club is playing where it needs to be next year and where it deserves to play. And like I say, he's probably the first person that wants us to concentrate on the game and get a win for the group of players and the group of lads that are here that he brought together.
That Ipswich performance was really quite determined, even though you didn't get the right result. What can you take from that to take you into what is another very big game?
Yeah, I think arguably they're probably the best team in the league, and to go there and frustrate them and go in front and narrowly lose, we're taking confidence from that. And like I say, we're a group of players that are really together and pulling in the same direction, and hopefully we can confirm that safety come the weekend.
It's not going to be an easy game. You know what Bristol Rovers are about from last year and the game that you played already this year. It's not going to be an easy one, is it? Even though out of your last 3 fixtures, you would say that's the one you could target to get 3 points from.
Yeah, like I say, every game in this league is a tough game. It depends what they bring, and we know that they've got the capabilities to be a great team on their day. So we're preparing for the best Bristol Rovers possible. Like you say, we played against them a few times last year. We've already played against them this year. We know what type of club and players they have. But like I say, if we put our plan in motion and we pull together and we all do what we know we can, I don't see why we can't come away with the 3 points.
As a senior player in that dressing room, and I noticed on Tuesday about, you do it all the time, but it was really noticeable about how you were organising things and how you were talking to some of the younger lads in the team, particularly James Plant as well. So do you kind of feel that responsibility now as a senior player over these last 3 games to help some of these lads over the line who aren't used to it?
Yeah, like I say, there's a few players in the dressing room who have been down in pressure situations, and I'm one of them. Like I say, we've been in a battle before where down in League Two where we come out successful, and for players to lean on you, that's totally fine. You can give them that experience that you've had, the knowledge of what you've got to do, and it's one of them where you've almost got to be emotionless. You've got to put the occasion to the side. It's another game of football, and you just got to concentrate on the task at hand. You said there about James Plant. I mean, I like to go out my way and just say how well I thought he did. I mean, he stepped up in front of one of the hardest occasions you possibly could have for a full debut, and I think he came out of it with all guns blazing. Like I say, he was a shining star on the pitch, and it's the start of a good career for him.
It reminded you a bit of when you stuck Bradford away, wasn't it? You were thrown into that with a big crowd, and you had to kind of perform, didn't you? Did it remind you a little bit of that?
Yeah, well, like I say, that was a tough day for me, and an exciting one, the one I'll always remember. I don't think it quite compares. I think Ipswich away probably tips that, and he'll be able to take that one. But like I say, yeah, he's got an exciting future ahead of him. He's shown what he's capable of in a position that he perhaps doesn't usually play as well, which again is testament to the type of guy he is and the determination he has to be the best player possible.
And finally, like we say, as the manager has said now, or the interim manager, it's a 3-game mini season, isn't it? And when, as a player, you hear that, does that kind of fire you up and make you think, right, well, forget what's gone, we've got to deliver now?
Yeah, absolutely. We know it's coming to the end of the season, and we need to produce points. And like you say, we've got 3 games left. The concentration's on the next one. And we know the importance of getting the points as early as possible to ease off the pressure towards the end of the season. Hopefully we can end with a little bit of a high on a dip that we've had since probably New Year now.
Thank you.
Nathan, obviously Bristol Rovers in a different position. They are safe, but they still become as professionals. They'll want to win the game because they'll want to keep some momentum and stay and possibly get the highest position, won't they?
Yeah, like I say, no footballer suddenly hangs up the boots and said that's enough. There'll be lads in there playing for contracts. There'll be lads in playing there potentially for moves. They'll all have their own motivations and their own desires to do well. Nobody goes out there wanting to lose. So, like you say, we're preparing for the best Bristol Rovers possible. And I think if we implement the plan, like I've said, that we're putting together and that we believe we can, I don't see why we can come away with 3 points, but we're expecting a tough, hard game and them not to roll over and give us an easy win.
But you do take some motivation, despite the fact you didn't get the result midweek. You take that performance into it, and that gives you a lift, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. We run, like I say, arguably the best team in the league right to the final 10 minutes, and I think it was disappointing again to not come away with points, and to say that away at Ipswich, I think it just shows you how well we did and how well we could have done it with the points. But yeah, the confidence is high. We know what we're capable of, and the hunger's there to get the win.
And the crowd have taken you over the line many times, so you'll know about that experience, and they can do it again Saturday, can't they?
Absolutely. Like I say, we always say that they can pull us over the line when they're on form, cheering for us. We're togetherness. It shows on the pitch. Like I say, they've got their part to play, and we're calling for them now more than ever to just help us to finish off the season with the security of League One.